Hello people, Newbie, back again. Well, first of all, thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe by hitting that little button down there, that little red button for the subscriptions. Okay, that's out of the way. Now, today, I'm starting today off with something very disappointing. Last video, I showed you this little camera that I purchased that I'm thinking about doing a cab ride. Now, the thing about this camera, what made this camera so attractive to me is the size. As you know, my tunnel portals are all single track tunnel portals, so I need something narrow and short so that when I put it on a train car, it'll go through those single track tunnel portals. That fits. So that was why. Now, when I bought this, the way I searched for it was I was looking for high definition or HD wireless cameras, and this came up, wireless Wi-Fi camera. And so I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. So I bought it. Well, come to find out that, yeah, it's wireless as long as you keep this little USB cord plugged in. Come on, it goes, there it goes. As long as you keep this USB cord plugged in to power it, because there's no onboard battery on this camera. My definition of wireless is a little different. Now, I went through every single one of the locomotives that I have, and I could not find a single locomotive with a plug for, or with a socket for a Wi-Fi connection. So, doesn't work. I can't use it. My cab ride idea is out the window. That's pretty disappointing, actually. I was thinking that was going to be great. So that's where we are with that. Anyway, today we've as you know from the last video, I was really disappointed with my lines, and so I took back out the dark gray primer and covered over all those lines I'd made. I've decided I'm going to go with tape, and I'm thinking I ordered two different sizes of tape. I ordered 1/32, which is about a millimeter and about, I think, 0.75 millimeters, if I remember, and I ordered some 1/8 inch. Which I think is about 1.5 millimeters. My thoughts are that I'll use and I ordered both yellow and white in the 1/32, and I ordered only white in the 1/8 inch. And my plan is that I'll use that 1/8 inch for the stop bars, and I'll use the 1/32 inch for the yellow for the lines, and the white for the crosswalks. And also the white, I want to use white bars for parking stalls and things like that. So that's where we are with that. So anyway, here's a short video about where we are. So you see, we're back at this. So I got rid of all of those white and yellow lines that were just not done well. I've decided to try striping tape. I've got some ordered, should be here. Actually, I got one order, came in yesterday, and expecting the rest to come, but I'm going with 1/32 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch for the white, and 1/32 of an inch for the yellow. And so my plan is that I'll use the 1/8 of an inch, the wider, for the stop bars, and I'll use everything else for the crosswalks and the center lines. The other thing that I realized was when I started to paint the sidewalks that painting directly on foam doesn't work well. There's a bit of a chemical reaction between the paint and the foam, and it kind of dissolves the foam. So that doesn't work. So I decided I'd have to give it some other type of texture. So I just went and put a fine skin coat of drywall compound over most all the surfaces that I'm going to need to paint. So when I get around to doing that, hopefully that'll take care of that problem. Okay. Now the other thing that we got accomplished since the last video is we went back up into the mountain and we started installing a little more plaster cloth to finish up the mountain scene, and my plan is that I'm going to use that plaster cloth to cover all of those cliffs, if you will, and then I'll go back in later and either carve plaster, put plaster over the cloth, and carve plaster for rocks, and I don't know. We're going to have to play with it to see what comes out best. But anyway, so here's a video of what else we got accomplished. Up here in the mountain area, the plaster cloth installation continues. You see, we've got pretty much most of the waterfall area is completed. We're beginning to work on the other side walls of the mountain up there. We also did a little work over here on the road coming down from the mountain. That's all laid out now to where we can get that road in. Let me zoom in just a little bit here. You see where the road comes down now. It actually comes all the way down, or at least the grading for the road now comes all the way down to where we can connect with the streets there in the residential area. We had also got the roads begun in the residential area there around across the other bridge that we hadn't completed yet, and up toward the brewery, and you know, for what's going to be next to the brewery there is the little ice cream stand and the Denny's, and then the residential area. So progress being made. I probably won't bring the next major thing is, of course, to finish that road coming down the hill, get that all filled in with the drywall compound, and then get plaster cloth installed on the rest of the mountain up there, and coming on down the side. And I'm really looking forward to getting that done. And you see, I got a sheet of the plaster cloth there, just laying there. Haven't complained. Well, I think I'm going to do that wall next, with the idea of basically starting at the bottom and working up is what I've decided to do. So. Okay, that's about it for today. Well, let me say one other thing is, you may remember, if you watched this all the way through from back in the beginning, that I had some concerns about being able to manipulate the N scale as opposed to HO or O or any other scale. But anyway, the other day I decided I was going to try installing a coupler on one of my locos. You know, some of my locos have the old Rapido style couplers, and others have the later model Knuckle couplers. And so I decided I was going to try installing a Knuckle coupler on one of my locos. and I actually bought the Knuckle coupler. I bought a in basically kit form. And the Knuckle couplers are in pieces, and you have to assemble them and then install them on the loco. Well, I was able, I thought I was able to get it done. It took me about, oh boy, probably 35, 40 minutes, maybe even 45 minutes to get one coupler installed on a loco. And then after I got that done, because, you know, I've got a magnifying viewer that I put over my head. It's got a little light on it, and using tweezers and you know, all what you have to do with something that small. And I got it installed, and I put it on the layout, and I started to try to connect a couple cars to it, and realized that I installed it wrong. There's a piece missing, so I gotta do that all over again. But anyway, that's part of the learning curve, and you know, it sounds like it's a lot of trouble, but I really am excited about being able to do it, and so I got to take it back off and do it again, and figure out what I did wrong. But the bottom line is, yes, I can do it. It takes a while. It's not real easy, mainly because I haven't done it before. But you know, you gotta learn, and I'm learning. The other thing I came across is I tried to download NMRI software, and I'd heard people talk about using NMRI software, but I had not been able to get it to load. So I was playing with that a little bit this morning, and I realized that my version of Java will not run NMRI software. So I had to upload version 11, I guess, Java 11, and I was able to get that run. And one of the interesting things about that is I was playing with it just a little bit and looking into it, and it looks like that I'm going to be able to use that to help me design my control panel. And I might even explore the idea of using NMRI software in my laptop to control my layout. I'm not sure yet. I'm just beginning to delve into that, but it looks promising. But the question I have right now is whether or not I can use that software in my computer to trigger the Atlas switches. I know it works with Tortoise switch machines, but I need to do a little research with that. But it's evolving. We're getting there. Things are coming together. I'm really pleased. Thanks for all the comments. Some of them helpful, and others just fun. And I enjoy both. If you got any comments, just let me know, and feel free. Comment about anything. That's what we're here to do. And so we're up to, I think, 19 or 20 foreign countries. We're snowballing people, and I'm really enjoying it. Backing up just a little bit, the reason that I started doing this YouTube channel was basically as much as anything to motivate myself. And it's accomplished that, because I want to get videos out on a regular basis. So that gives me a reason to get down in the train room and do something. about every day. And it doesn't have to be very much, as you can see from the videos that I shoot. Spending a couple hours a day, I'm getting it done. Now, some of you may not be aware that I really started on this layout right about Christmas time, and it's now July 9th, I think. And so you see how far I've gotten just since Christmas. Of course, buying that layout from AKA Joe was really a real kick in moving forward, and it's really been that has been the single biggest item that has gotten me as far as I am, and I understand that, and I really appreciate it. But still, I started shooting the videos right as I began planning, and you see video number 1 was when I was just doing the planning stage, and that was actually around Christmas time last year in 2022, and so the videos have been falling behind my actual activities on the layout up until last week. And last week I finally caught up with where I am today on the layout. So what you're seeing now is video that was shot today, as opposed to, previous videos you've seen videos that were shot maybe a month or so ago, but not anymore. Now it's you're basically almost live. So welcome aboard, and we're having fun, and I think we're going to get this done in maybe a lot less than my prediction of this taking me 10 years. So hang in there, stay with me, like, subscribe, comment, and let's see what's going to happen.